So what's up, everybody? Welcome to another live stream. And I know I'm back using this camera style because it's been a while, but I wanted to showcase new shirt. So if you guys wanted to pick it up, this is the Press the Casanova First Class shirt. We have it in stock. It's available on teespring.com/Miguela Casanova. And what I will do, I will actually drop this in the description so you guys you can check it out if you want to pick it up. We got it in various types of fabrics, so if you guys want to pick it up, here is the link I'll drop for you guys if you want to pick it up, and I'll also make sure to pin it so if you guys want to pick it up. There you go. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. We're gonna go ahead and get on into some Alundra. Or at least I thought we were. There we go. That took a little long. Load. I gotta get my sound back. You changed your name. Did you see the response to the comment you left? I left a response on there. So yeah, I've got two things. I've got Patreon, and also I got channel membership. So it really just depends on what people would like to go with. Completely optional though. Oh no, I don't think that's the one I wanted to go with. That's completely optional. I mean, it's nothing to people. This isn't anything. No, I just want you to understand. Like, I want everybody to understand. Like, oh, this is completely optional. Like, no one has to do anything. Like, and my thing is too. Like, if people want to support, it's completely optional. That's up to you all. If you feel the content is something you want to support, completely up to you guys. Question now is, where's the graveyard? Oh yes, I know where the graveyard is. I've gotten to a point where I realize I need to put whatchamacallit? Oh, so this is Alundra. This is a game made by a company called Working Designs and Matrix Software. So there's a game that came out on Sega Genesis called Landstalker, which is Sega's answer to The Legend of Zelda. Well, one of many of Sega's answers to Legend of Zelda. There's many Zelda style games on Genesis and the Master System. So the company that made Landstalker, what they ended up doing was they left Sega, formed their own group, and made this game. And this is effectively a spiritual sequel to Landstalker. And it stars this character, the title character, Alundra. He's a dream walker. He's of an elf race that they're able to go into people's dreams, because in this game people can die in their dreams from nightmares and demons that dwell in them. So he's able to go into their dreams and basically kill the demons and save people. So it plays like an old school Zelda game with the ability to jump, and it has a stronger emphasis on story, and is darker overall. It's a much darker story. And it came out in 1997. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it. It's a cult classic, but it never hit mainstream. It had a sequel in 2000, which I own and I beat. But the sequel doesn't star him and has no connection to this entry, which is unique to say the least. So anyways, we got 4 people watching, so I guess we got some lurkers. How's everyone doing? Yeah, he's also called the releaser. You offended with the label of lurker. What's up, Rogue? How you doing? You guys stayed up late for Lehua's stream. I think you never sleep, so it's fine. So, Spirit Shock. So apparently, I think I may have pissed some people off on Twitter today. You know, I did my due diligence. So I ended up saying on on Twitter, I made a controversial tweet. So the tweet was, so I'm seeing two things this beginning of the year. Folks who are doing the New Year's resolution of dieting and gym, and those starting podcasts with no understanding of what a podcast is fundamentally. No hate, just observations. Which one would drop out first? New Year's folks or podcast folks? 30% say New Year's folks, 70% say podcast folks. I know I upset some people with that. Yeah, she so what she does is like we have things like we get to work with like Razer, like we have a partnership with them. So yeah, the headphones, keyboard, her mouse, mouse pad, she's also got a controller and microphone. They're all part of the Razer Quartz line. Especially the controller. Her controller isn't even available in the US. So that's cool that she gets to have that. I don't even think they plan to sell in the US either. Yeah, she streams. Let me get the link to her channel. Yeah, she's streaming Pokemon on Saturday. And she's been doing like she started Star Ocean this morning. Yeah, this Suikoden revival movement. Oh, did they really? Dude, that right there. Get that attention, because here's the thing, like I try to tell people, one of the things that you really want to do is you really want to get companies behind you. And I know that sounds hey, she said Ocean Star Spirit. I didn't start it. Lehua. Spirit starting shit. Huh? He said Ocean Star. Yeah, so like when you can get other people behind you, and they start, sharing your stuff, that's the part where it's like you don't have to do a whole lot. It's the Spirit versus Lehula. Let's sell it in Smash. Don't awaken the slumbering dragon, Mikkel. Sounds cheeky and request a Dragon Ball Kakarot code. Yeah, man, just all you gotta do is reach out. You know, there's honestly not much more to it than that. Well, I mean, the biggest thing, Spirits, like you just, there's no guarantee. Like no matter what level of subscriber you're at, you know, when you reach out, there's no guarantee you're gonna get a code. You may get it, you may get this, you know, you may not get it. It's kind of a luck of the draw. It's kind of like one of the things that Adam Korlick and I spoke about, and also for those who are, you know, channel members and Patreons, you guys have early access to that episode of the podcast with me and Adam Korlick. There's a lot of information for people who want to be content creators in that one. Freeze, fight Freezy popping. He said it's bad that my level of Kakarot kick hype is split between the statue and the game itself. Wait, I thought I did though. Well, like anything else, Spirit, the biggest thing I tell people to is make sure you've got consistent work. So I hope WWE Montreal doesn't do just an okay job with their new Arkham game. Origins was fun, but needed a better combat system. So I'm in the minority. I'm still waiting for a good Batman game. It's wow. You don't like the Origins games? The dangerous waters to tread. What was wrong with the Arkham games, if I may ask? So, oh, I know. I just threw my hat into the mix, see what would happen, but no major loss. I'm already working on. Well, you know, the benefit of what you're doing with your article and everything is that you're showcasing that you have a body of work. Bitch just said, here, rest me. Nah, homie, don't work that way. To me personally, while I found the storyline decent, the gameplay itself I found boring. Fighting combat repetitive and redundant. Final Fantasy 13 syndrome, using its tools felt more cumbersome. Yo, what's up, Dark Owl? What did you what did you think of the Spider-Man game? Did you feel the combat in that was repetitive too? What did you think of God of War? I may be in a minority that doesn't really care for the new God of War. I just felt it compared to 3 and the previous games, I just felt like it was a step back. Yeah, that's that's kind of how I felt about it. No, I agree. Like, I'm not saying, like, some people think I'm saying like, oh, it's a bad game. Like, no, I'm not saying it's a bad game. I just felt it was really, really overrated. Like, people like, oh, it's the greatest game ever. And it's, to me, I felt like it suffered from, you know, the typical Sony problem of, you know, Sony style games. You knew what it was before you even had to really get into it. He said, well, any gameplay is relative to an extent, and it's definitely a challenge to integrate his tools into combat, but it wasn't challenging. If it wasn't challenging, it would be boring. I enjoyed the new God of War game, and visually I was like, damn, but then I stepped back and thought, is this really that groundbreaking? I mean, and that's the experience I had with it. Like, it just didn't do it for me. I'm like, you fought, and how many times did they recycle the same damn boss over and over and over in God of War? Like, the new, and well, I'm just gonna call it God of War 4. Like, they kept recycling bosses constantly. I'm hating how every game needs Souls-like combat. Now Darksiders 3, Assassin's Creed Origins, and Odyssey, and God of War. The only thing I didn't care for with the new God of War was the director saying that Kratos needed to stop being a toxic male and that bullshit. Oh God, I cannot with these people with that. I don't know why that's the aim. So I enjoy Spider-Man, but that's where we get into bias. I like Spider-Man more than most heroes. Combat at times, it got a little boring and repetitive, like Batman did, but the difference in Spider-Man is I could make different combos and change it up and make it more interesting outside of the usual move set, unlike Batman. Does it have to be groundbreaking to be a great game though? No, I don't think it needs to be groundbreaking. So, how you doing, Dark Owl? What's up, Fabian? So Dynasty Warriors or EDF ain't groundbreaking, but I can get lost in those for hours. So I came in to see you down talking God of War. I thought we were friends. I'm not, and it's not about down talking. Like, my thing is, compared to what God of War was, I don't find, like, I'm not saying the new one isn't good. I just don't find it groundbreaking. Like, it's not, I don't find it to be, you know, I don't find it to be revolutionary. It just feels like the Sony style of combat to me. Goose Game more revolutionary than God of War though. Cause I thought Kratos' personality in God of War was a natural progression for the character. Well, no, I'm fine with the personality. I didn't care for like Rogue brought up, like what Cory Barlog said about the whole toxic masculinity thing. I didn't care for that. But like the gameplay to me, like compared to what I had experienced with the other God of Wars, just felt like a step backwards. And just the combat felt routine. The repeated bosses got annoying. It's like, how many times I had to fight the same boss with a different color scheme? Is it only because Cory Barlog said it's how it would make progress? I got comments about Cory Barlog that I will keep to myself. Oh, we are the gallant infantry. What's up, Umir? Yeah, so the developers say a lot of this shit too, and this is the thing that just turns me out. Like, honestly, The Last of Us 2, I'm not buying it. I'm not, because I'm not the target audience that they want to market to. Since you're on about people making stuff, shouldn't there be a certain video with the number 7 out? Oh, you mean the movie? I was supposed to premiere that last night, but I didn't want that to overlap with Lehua's stream, and since she decided to stream late, I thought she was streaming earlier, so I delayed it, and then she decided to stream it later, so I was like, well, that's going to be almost 4 hours, so I just pushed it back to next week. So I do apologize for any of you that were waiting to see that. So I that's on me. I should have just pushed it out. It just felt different to me. Not better or worse than previous games. Recycled enemies. Yeah, I didn't care for the recycled enemy aspect of it. You say you mean The Last of Us lesbians on email? Yeah, I don't care. Like I'm just not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Like I don't. The push to be so progressive over over telling a good story, I just don't care for it. I'm just not gonna buy it. I had to take a step back to truly enjoy God of War because the whole open world way they took it, it wasn't God of War to me. A great game, but wasn't what I'd expect from a God of War game. Yo, Chosen, that's exactly what I'm saying too. It wasn't that. It didn't do it for me. I thought God of War 4 was groundbreaking as far as the series, kind of like how Origins changed up Assassin's Creed in a positive way. At least that's what I felt. Was it original? Of course not. I mean, it's a different direction. I give it that. And I'm not saying like the game's not terrible. It's just how over the top it was with 3, you know, from 2 to 3 and more. It just wasn't the God of War I came into it expecting that, and I was like, oh, this is it. I was like, okay. Oh, you're referring to a timeline of sorts. Wait, what timeline? You said me, Mad Miguela rant about the story of Last of Us 2 on Facebook. Nah, I'm not gonna rant about it. I'm just not gonna be buying Last of Us 2. It's just Neil Druckmann has made it to a point where I'm like, okay, I can skip this. I'm good on it. It's about selling sexuality and all that shit than it is the game, the story. So it turned me off to it. I'm already turned off to it. So I've had The Last of Us since I got a PS4 and I still haven't played it. Nothing against it, I just haven't gotten into it. He said, like the Assassin's Creed crowd that doesn't even play the game complains that Origins is too different than complaining. Then complain they're all the same. Again, those people don't even play them though. Yeah, they don't. They really don't. He said, I won't be buying Last of Us 2 either though. The game will probably be good. I can't support people pulling their activism into a game. No, I respect that. It's just the way they've been marketing it to me, it just turned me off to it. Like, okay, I'm curious about the story, but when all the trailers revolve around just the fact that, okay, we get it, Ellie's a dyke. Okay, cool. But that's the core of the story. That's all they're gonna share. Then I'm not interested. I'm just not interested. Like, you know, and then how Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog are attacking people that are just wanting to see more than just that. How they have been attacking them for the last 2 years. Like anyone that questions why they're not, you know, they're not showcasing anything else other than the lesbian angle. And Neil Druckmann and his crew at Naughty Dog, they just go after people. They attack them. And I'm like, all right, well then I'm just not your audience then. Like I know Ruben, my friend Ruben, I know he worked on it. As you guys saw the pictures I took with him, he had the Naughty Dog, he had the Last of Us 2 shirt on. But I'm just, like I've said before, I don't care if people are gay, lesbian, trans, bi, whatever. I don't want that to be the main crux of a story or of a character. Okay, you're gay, you're bi, you're lesbian. Okay, you like dick or you like bean or pussy, whatever. Okay, fine. I need more. I need more than that. Like, The Last of Us 1 ended on a cliffhanger. Where do we go from there? I don't, and they're not doing anything. The marketing has been absolutely terrible. You say who? So I got Last of Us 1 on PS3, then PS4 remaster. I haven't finished either. He said, I'll just play Mystery Dungeon May over Last of Us 2. He said, I hate Odyssey is the Assassin's Creed game, but I love it as an open world Greek mythology game. So I may be the only one, but I really don't like how they're making everything open world. I think the greatest charm about God of War was how Kratos went to the absolute extreme in a short amount of time. So even if Last of Us 2 might be a great game, yeah, the marketing has been pretty awful. And that's the thing, like, it could very well be a monumental game. It could very well be that. But this emphasis on making it about activism and about, you know, gender politics and the LGBTQ, again, like I said, I got nothing against it. I keep politics out of my gaming. Just give me a good game. Like, is that too much to ask? Is it too much to ask people to keep their politics out of gaming? Like, whether or not, whatever your orientation, just make me a good game. I play games to get away from politics and the real world. Like, I'm playing a game right now, this, you know, set in fantasy world. I don't want, like, there's so much, it's bombarded on you every day you wake up. I don't want the game to be about that. Or they're gonna do it from an objective point. So when I saw the first trailer for The Last of Us 2, I thought the Fireflies killed Joel and Ellie was going crazy seeing Joel alive. That's what I thought too. He said, oh yeah, Miguel, you see the Danish leak? Someone that leaked Street Fighter Collection a while back. SF Collection a while back had up the release date. Oh wait, what? Xenoblade Chronicles Remastered is coming in May? Oh, if that's coming in May, I'm taking that over Last of Us 2. So every now and then I love linear games that don't try to make everything open world. I like how Nier dealt with certain characters as far as staying non-political goes. Right, Dark Owl? That's what I'm saying. Like, you could integrate it without going to that extreme, you know? You said, but you don't know whose butthole Alundra has been Wow, Rogue, really? That does keep you up at night. I know. I didn't know I didn't know we were going there. Apparently we're talking about it. I'm gonna say this. I'm not. I mean, with Nintendo, if Nintendo really did move it up to May, hell, that's bold. Trying to go up directly against Last of Us 2. So don't even entertain the concept that butthole is the most controversial thing that's come up in this channel. He said, speaking of Nintendo, some people are pissed that Pokemon is getting paid DLC. Yeah, I saw that. I don't understand I don't know. I don't get, you know, I don't get Nintendo, like the Pokemon fan base, to be honest. So maybe Lou can get it and still. Damn, Spirit, you throw some shade at Lou. I don't see what there is to be pissed about with Pokemon DLC. Instead of selling you a third game like they always do, it's just being released as an expansion. I don't get it. The controversy around this one game, I just don't understand at all. Because I just don't want Bethesda to fuck every other game they've released and Doom Eternal to be perfect. Breaking news, gaming is expensive. You said, what's the DLC gonna be about? I think it's gonna be the cut Pokemon region. I believe so. Damn. I died again. Son of a bitch. Oh, you mean Dead or Alive still has, right? It's still expensive. You want the season pass, you're dropping. You're gonna be dropping 170 for that season pass. He said she's sorry about not playing Xenoblade 1. Miguel needs more beauty nap time. Oh, I got my sleep. Well, did you reach out to the customer service? You are now, so once was I. As I am now, so you will be. So be prepared to follow me. Yo, can I say that if you play Zelda and try to go into Alundra and don't like puzzles or word puzzles primarily, you will not do well in this game. It is 12:50 p.m. here. No, I sound congested. No, I just have I need to clear my throat. So this was white, blue, red, green, brown. What time is it where you are? Oh, you're on the East Coast. So you're in the same time zone as Fabian then. Yeah, I went to sleep at like... Oh, where did I go to sleep? I think 1 or 2 something. I slept till like 10. Also, it's 11:52 p.m. in the UK. I think the other thing too, I'm actually very sore too. So, I don't know, but like I said to you guys, like I've been consistently going. Well, I think I told Amy. Amy, you're still here, right? I think I told you. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I've been going to the gym consistently for several months now. And yo, I need a new weapon ASAP because this knife is trash. About 12. Fuck you. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of I've been doing a lot of working out lately. And at least 4 to 5 times a week I'm in the gym. And man, to say I'm sore is an understatement. But I'm dropping weight like crazy. which is funny because I'm only eating 1 meal a day. So with eating, you know, 1 meal a day and well, not so much as 1 meal a day. Like I do a blended type of meal thing. So I'll eat that once a day. I have that for like breakfast and lunch. And then at night, I'll eat a real meal, like a full-on meal. And like for the last week, I just been cooking dinner. So like I'd been cooking steak or, you know, tacos or burritos or anything healthy. Not vegan, but you know, I'm a meatitarian. So I've dropped in the last 2 months about 25 pounds, which is crazy because I think I was hitting my heaviest, and I've just been between working out, 1 meal a day, yeah, it's crazy. Like I'm trying to get down. My goal is I want to get down to where I was like before cancer, which was like 175, 180. I don't even know if I can get to that. Like that feels like it's too far away. See, your capture card won't get there till Sunday, so you're just using the time to rearrange your room and write scripts. Well, that day is the best day. Don't at me, Miguel. Yo, Dark Owl, I agree with you. Leg day is important. Like I see so many of these guys who are stacked up top with like bird legs. I'm like, what are you doing? I could stream Star Wars since his emulator, but I already have that scheduled for Monday. Gonna do some extra streams next week. And my name is Jennifer Lopez. I like tacos and burritos. Thank you, HLO. I should save while I'm in here because I died last time because I didn't even bother to save. These are awesome priorities. You can do it, my guy. I need to drop some weight this winter. Because I'm definitely going back to the gym soon. Being a content creator makes you a thick boy. Yeah, you know, it really does. I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, you just, you need to eat, you need energy. Sometimes it's hard to want to get up to do other stuff, you know? The sun born in the east gives its life in the west, yet the shadow that is born below glares up at the heavens in defiance of its end. The fuck does that mean? Yeah, a lot of people don't realize like the amount of hours that we sit working on content. Like, okay, so when I got home from the gym yesterday, Dude, I was working like crazy on content. So I banged out so coming home from the gym, then I did my interview with Adam Korlick. And then from that interview with Adam Korlick, then I went on to why is that not opening? Do I really have to kill these guys? Fuck, these guys hit hard. You son of a bitch. Die, you bastard. So for my interview with Adam Korlick, which went almost 2 hours. Well, actually, interview was short, and then I had about an extra hour that I was, you know, him and I we were just, you know, talking and shooting shit. So effectively, okay, I feel like I'm not doing something here. Okay, I need to get on that thing, but how do I get to it? Yeah, so did the interview with Adam Korlick. Then you know, coming off of that, then I started editing the podcast with him, and I edited the other podcast that I put up today. Then I edited my video that I put up today. The well, the one I put up last night, actually. The Ninja Gaiden one. So I did that. Then I finished up my edits for the Dirge of Cerberus video. And then that's just about it. I was like, yeah, damn, I'm tired, yo. All that work for that bullshit. Yeah, I don't know what I did last time that allowed me to you said we sit for hours on end, and not to mention how long we sit to stream. Exactly. Effectively. In Georgia, it's warm almost year round. I love cold weather. Wish we actually had it. He said, gladly send the next budget your way. I'm surprised with the FGC podcast since how much you hate them. Well, Spirit Shock, I've been sitting on that podcast for like 3, almost 4 months. So that was more of that was one of those, it's just time for it to come out. So I no longer have a backlog of podcasts. And the first new podcast I've actually done in almost 2 months was actually, no, it has been 2 months since I've done an actual new podcast. So the one with Adam Korlick, which comes out Monday for everyone, but patrons and channel members have access to it early. They have it now. That was the first one I've actually done in 2 months. I was nervous as fuck, too. I need to smoke some weed before I find some more. I need to save before I go through this ordeal. So, I'm starting to realize, like, with this PlayStation 3, I probably need to put a SSD in it. Because when I was trying to load this game up, it actually took about 5 minutes before it loaded the PlayStation 1 game. And I'm wondering if it's just because the hard drive in it is starting to fail. I should have put an SSD in it back in the day, but when I got this, when I put in, the 1 terabyte drive that's in it, I think I did the hard drive switch back in, I want to say I did this switch in 2014. So I have a hybrid SSD in mind. See, I just want to go full SSD. Like, I don't want to have any type of like mechanical failures or anything like that. Yeah, I have the HDMI splitter. And it works wonders. I kind of realized I probably should be playing my PlayStation 1 games on my Vita TV instead of off the PlayStation 3. Ugh. Yeah, I did the same thing too. Back then, yeah, the SSDs were stupid expensive. I think like the cheapest, biggest SSD at the time was like 240. Yeah, I found it. The GameStop by my house actually has it. I just need to go pick it up. They've also got F-Zero GX mint condition with like box booklet and everything like that. I was actually playing F-Zero GX on my GameCube emulator on my phone. I was like, man, this is pretty dope. Dude, SSDs used to be astronomically expensive. It was not even funny back in the day. So we love if PS5 was backwards compatible with full PS3 library so I can get rid of the console and save space. Dude, if it's backwards compatible with everything, I would totally be all on board with that. Do you want to come in front of the camera? You can tell Spirit Shot to shut up. Oh, he's been calling you out because he hasn't played Xenoblade.
Shut your faces! Stop calling me out.
See? You have awoken the dragon, Spirit. He said, damn. He said, hey, Ocean Star Girl. She's my favorite YouTuber. That's what he said. Uh-oh. Oh Lord. I think you guys pissed her off. Yeah, kind of. Hey, I didn't start it. Let's just be clear on that. I didn't start it. Oh, the Sony elitist fans are against the backwards compatibility. They're the ones who are making the comments like, people still want to play these old games. Those are the people who are incredibly against backwards compatibility. They're the ones who, they'll play a game, and once they're done playing it, they get rid of it. That's the type that's strongly against backwards compatibility. Yeah, they strongly believe that it prevents new games from coming out. It's the most sad mentality. I threw that far. That's why I say that's the bro gamers. Those gamers, those filthy casuals are the ones that, they try to ruin gaming for everybody else. So people think that the reason Nintendo haven't come out with the virtual console is that they won't play any new games, only the old ones. Why? What is with this obsession with having the virtual console? Like, when it was there, it's not like the people were that hyped about it anyway. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't understand their obsession with it. I mean, Nintendo, what they have in place, I think is pretty damn good. You don't have to pay for all the games individually. He said I was in the stream last night and the guy was talking about they don't need backwards compatibility. If companies want their old games to be played, they need to HD remaster them. I mean, the other thing too is what saves licensing fees and all that is to just have backwards compatibility. I'll be right back. Galaxy Ray, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I agree. I wish the company was still around to make the games. You say I also like the publisher for Alundra. Working Designs did an awesome job bringing over a lot of obscure RPGs that I love playing, not just Lunar games, right? Damn it. So one of my favorite RPGs published by them outside of Lunar is Albert Odyssey on the Saturn. You know, I never got to play Albert Odyssey Galaxy Raid. How was that game? I heard it was really good. So, well, the story is very generic, as you might expect. I mean, games with original stories even back then, but the game was really fun, really good turn-based RPG. And reads chat. Is Sega needs to put a I would be totally down for that. I'd be totally down for that. There's also, I doubt we'll see a Saturn Mini, maybe a CD Mini first. You think? There's not a whole lot of Sega CD games I don't think people would care for. What's up, Zero? You say, well, they could release the classic Ludar games even though the complete versions are superior. True. You say the Sega CD games people want have been re-released. You say you feel so tired today? Well, you just got off work, right? Sephiroth, Zervan, and Nidhogg whistles to get all bird mounts for Heavensward primals. That will give me all mounts for at least 2 expansions. You said not off today, work 7 days in a row. I was asleep for a while. Oh, okay. I just want the Shiva pony. I'm going to farm the fuck out of that. I have it when I get here. Yeah, man, go eat something. So you can get the Golden Horse mount for collecting them, but I need to continue Sora Hyperion, which I'll probably do tomorrow. So here's the CD mini lineup. Snatcher, Sonic CD. Snatcher, Sonic CD, Android Assault, Lunar 1 and 2, Thoughtful Mail, Lords of Thunder, Dark Wizard, Mortal Kombat, Night Trap, and Final Fight, and Spider-Man vs. King. Yo, that's a solid lineup. I don't know how you could top that one. So just started on my Lancer in Final Fantasy 14 and just got him to level 15 so far. Yeah, I'm behind you guys. I think I'm on level 13, level 14. Okay, so I'm level 15 then. That is a good question. Lumiere, what are you playing on the same server? I mean, are you on Hyperion too? Oh, you're on Fanfrit. Okay. No, so this is a puzzle. The other room, it basically said the only way I can progress with this one, it says one step forward, two steps back is the rule of a world turned black. Once with success, advance again. With persistence, you shall win. So basically, I gotta go in that room, kill everything, go forward, then back twice, then forward. Yeah, this is one of those, like, this is why this is considered one of the hardest old school games, because like the puzzles are no joke. Yes, sir. I want to be Lesnar's. I want to be, but actually, I want to be like Bobby Lashley. Swole. I want to be Team No Neck. Told you, like, if for me to even turn, my whole body has to turn. Oh God. Okay. So I had to look up a video because I think I'm doing it wrong. Okay, so go out, do it again. Oh, that's where I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Yo, I swear this puzzle is bullshit. I go in through here. I kill him. And then I go here. Go through here. Wait, what? Yeah, what is this nonsense? This is confusing the fuck out of me. Okay, there we go. I was like, what? Because all this time I thought Miguel was looking out his window thinking of something profound, but it's just looking at the internet. I was trying to, because the puzzle was confusing me. I was like, wait, what do I do? Boss battle. Look, a Bomberman wannabe. Miguel versus the Iron Giant. He said, this seems like one of those games that can get annoying with the riddles and puzzles, but when you get one yourself, it's right. No, that's exactly how it is. The thing is, like, everything is so cryptic. Same. When did you become a Final Fantasy 14 pusher? For months. Got my friend Joe into it. Left WoW for it. Got my friend Dan to start playing. Got Miguel to play it. Got you to come back. I'm a Final Fantasy recruiting machine. He said we had to make a deal for me to come back. He said you came back before I even uploaded anything. You wanted to come. Oh, he said I won't admit to that. Truth stings. This is sounding like a Faustian bargain. You're like, says I'm done with the stuff, but you walk by someone and you can tell you've been on that crack. You smell it a while away and start twitching because you want that extra hit, but you tell yourself you quit and you finally can't take it. God damn. You saying you were holding my hand the entire time? Itchy, tasty. This is why I'm not a sponsor. Second decide what race I want to be this time. Mikodi or here. You said I got that Final Fantasy 14 for you, brother. Amy be in the kitchen like a butler. Your crack pipe is ready, sir. Damn. So what injection would you like today, my lord? Half vial, a full? Might I make a suggestion, my lord? Yesterday you wilded out and went full gangster from your full vial trip out. But I suggest a half today, as you have a meeting with a prostitute scheduled for it. Oh, damn. Clear my schedule. Oh my god, you guys are some fucking savages. Bruh, I can't focus. Oh yeah, so here's the other thing too. There are chances where there are things you pick up. So, like, there are different things like what's called gilded falcons, which are kind of like the golden skulltulas of Zelda. Here's the one thing about this game. If you miss getting one of these things in any way, shape, or form, you can never get it again if you miss it the first time around. You see, I'm the type of person that gets revenge on a drug addict that says they're done with drugs and put cocaine on donuts and tell them, yo, to make sure to never upset Amy. Jesus Christ. Butler mine, Phallus needs fluffing, ready for the tarts, and bring the chalice. I'm fixing to get turned up. Hello, that's me. Bruh, y'all are wilding out. You said food overrated though. You know, because of y'all, I don't even pay attention to the game I'm playing half the time anymore. Said, give me all your food then, my gluttony is unending. The sad thing is, in all honesty, I'm kind of wanting to play Final now. He said, I'm like that one dinosaur from Primal Rage that can't stop eating. Yo, you pulled up the you went retro with it. You know, if they wanted to make this more like Zelda-ish, they would have had the owl, the chickens attack you. You said, being said, I'm gonna go eat. They just ate like 12 chicken strips, half drink of Sprite, and a piece of Texas toast, and now I want to take a nap. Go. You might as well. Sorry, what did I miss? Was storing the white powder any good at it? Oh my god. You guys are wild. They're too lazy to cook right now. I'm gonna grab a bowl of cereal. Don't you love how in these games you can go in people's house and just wreck their shit? So the clothes I had are apparently not gender locked, but now my new male character looks really feminine. He said everyone lets the main character in because they know he or she is the only one capable of fixing their problems. Had to include dark in it. He said going for Cocoa Puffs and soy milk. Yo, Dark Owl, add me on PSN 2 and Final Fantasy 14. So guess everyone else in the village is too stupid, clumsy, or chicken shit to leave town and get whatever magic bullshit is needed, right? So this chick, when she sleeps, anytime she falls asleep, explosions happen and blow things up around her. So you use almond milk, lactose intolerance is yo, for real. You gotta take pills to eat pizza. I used to because of the cheese, right? The chick in the other house is in love with this dude. This dude don't even give a fuck about her. Yeah, so in this one, people die in their sleep. Yeah, so on everything I have is Miguela Casanova across the board. Here I am, you Greek god, come to me, Bonaire. Hurry, hurry. Or yeah, I fucked up and named my character McKeck. That shit was hilarious. Yo, I didn't even realize I named my character McKeck either. Now I got the chance to save. He said I just like the taste of soy milk with cereal. Yeah, but as a guy, it's not good for us to consume too much soy, actually. It's actually bad for us. You said I instantly saw it in my head as McKeck. No, I literally spelled it the way that Amy did, and I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, Dark Owl, you're on the Discord, right? You're in the group, right? You too, One Eye. You're in the group too? Yeah, if you have too much soy, it is terrible for testosterone. I can't do soy. Yeah, I have a Discord group. Yeah, so if you guys want to join the Discord, there it is right there. Yo, Amy. I already told Spirit Shock to stop it. Now you're starting it. Hey, I didn't reprimand you though. I thought the shit was hilarious. Is this true though? Some people have never heard Discord. No, I know. I feel like it was only popularized because it was gamers though. Because I don't really see a lot of other people using Discord, to be honest. I want to know who's Sephiroth. Goddamn savage. Team speakers, ventrilo. You want to hear? Yo, I remember AIM. I definitely remember AIM. Yo, we're a bunch of old heads up in here. Yo, the dial-up noise from it. Yo, I completely remember that. You got mail. You know what? I feel like I need to go and have that like notification for anytime I get a text message. You said I'm upset there are generations out here that will never have had the suffer that. It's crazy to think that like we're the last generation. Well, most of us here are the last generation from before the internet was commonplace. Hunky buns. You said there are kids walking around that think all phones are cell phone. Oh my Jesus. You think they know what a payphone is? No, they don't. A lot of them don't. That's the thing that gets me. I'm like, sometimes I sit and I wonder. I'm like, yo, am I from another planet? You said, remember when all you could do on a mobile phone was call and text? Yeah, I remember the only thing you could do on the cell phone was make calls. I remember back in the days when we had beepers. You remember when we had pagers? And that was the thing. Dark Alice, I was born in 99, so I'm slightly left out. Oh yeah, you're young. You're 20. You're early 20s, right? He said, but texting on those phones weren't viable. The texting on those phones weren't viably better to just call. Bruh. Back in the day, we made full work of QWERTY keyboards. We were sending paragraphs back in the day with that. Yo, but we made it work. My first cell phone didn't even have text messaging. So when your phone had Snake on it, you were entertained for hours. Yo, who here is old enough to remember when the Palm Pilot and the BlackBerry were like, if you had one of those, it was a fucking status symbol. He said there were the stores running commercials when I was a little kid called pagers. and footwear. Guess which part of town that store was in? These are the good old days of playing an online TFC match, Team Fortress match on PC, and then the phone rings and kicks me out in the middle of the match, and you had to scream for your mom to get off the dang phone. Yeah, my first phone didn't have much, but yeah, Snake. It turned 22 months ago. You need a crackberry, yo. T-Mobile sidekick, bruh. We made, look, a lot of y'all guys are in your teens or your early 20s. For a lot of us in our late 20s and 30s, we made do. We made do with what we had. Yo, y'all don't even want to know about I forget the phone, because Verizon had it. The phone was like it was like this thin, right? But it was this tall, and it flipped, and it was like something straight out of a fucking Bond movie. Yo, I was rocking that shit hardcore back in the day. Yo, what's up, Rogue? We're talking about like phones, like cell phones back in the day to where they are now. Yo, Zero. I know you got stories, my guy. Yo, Motorola. I was one of those people with the Razor. I'm like, yo, I got the Razor. I'm flexing real hard, but don't call me after. Don't call me until. Don't call me until after 9 p.m. when men's are free. He said my parents had some of them big ass Miami Vice phones at one point. He used to play them as a kid. Oh yeah, so this is what I was talking about. If you guys don't collect these in your first run through, like whenever you're in the area, you'll never be able to go back and get them. So, yeah, I was always one of those when I was younger. He said, order the Verizon Vcast, one of the early MP3 phones. Oh yeah, I missed a start. Yo, I swear, companies back then were so creative with the game, the phones that they were making. So I remember when I got my first camera phone, I thought I was a goddamn photographer. I took so many pictures. I am the crusher of souls. I'm immortal and worse. I am pissed. No one messes with Sarah and lives to speak of it. Let some of my closest ghouls impress this upon you. Yeah, his name is Boner. Yo, I think that's what it was that I had. I think that was the one I had, the Samsung Juke. Yo, let me look that up. Let me look that up right now. That's the one. That's the one I had. That was the one, the Samsung Juke. Yo, I was flexing hard with that phone. I'm like, I'm the coolest motherfucker around. Like, look at this. Look how tiny it is. It plays music. He says, amazing to think. Come here there, Wave Runner, and you'll make a fine snack. Amazing thing, there's more computer power in our hands nowadays than the Moonlander. It absolutely. He said my cousin had one and I had the BlackBerry. Yo, I remember when I had the BlackBerry, when I got the BlackBerry, I was over here like, yo, I got YouTube on my phone. I can email, I can surf the net. Yeah, I'm over here just like flexing so hard. Like, look, I can do all this. But don't call me until after 9 p.m. when it's free. He said, I always had a flip phone clamshell for the longest time because I like to be dramatic. When I closed it, like I was a soap opera. Hey, Umair, I want to ask you, would you like to become a mod for the channel? So I always had a flip phone. So I like that. Like they just heard the worst news in the world. I mean, it looks pretty cool, like a Star Trek communicator. Yeah, I was over here like, I'm holding like, hold on, I got a phone call. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy how it took them years to realize it was possible to offer unlimited minutes. Man, it's crazy. He said, those days when you would loan someone your phone and then just sit there watching them. Don't use up my minutes. Dude, for real. I'd be like, yo, how long is this phone call about to be? I got X amount of minutes. How long you about to be on here? He said, anyone remember 1-800-COLLECT or 1-800-CALL ATT? Yes. And you could save 10 cents on every minute. I remember. He said, that sounds interesting. What is involved in that? Well, you get the power of the blue wrench and, you know, get to moderate the chat, all this other stuff, you know? He said, hey, stream, what you miss? We're talking about old phones back in the day, like the flip phones, the slider phones, and all that. He said, we're charging per text character. Yo, WWF was definitely about it. Oh yeah, and Stacker 2, they were hella pushing that. Wow, she says, I'm glad you're here. I don't think Wave Boy has the meat to satisfy my appetite. Gee. Yeah, you can find all this. I don't know if it's recommended to like use any of that Stacker 2 stuff. Wasn't that like had ephedrine and all this other stuff in it? Perhaps I should turn to someone more substantial. Wow, this chick is wild. So what's going on in the game? Yeah, I'm in this guy's nightmare. So well, gotta go pick up some pizza. Catch y'all later if you're still streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna do my second stream tonight is Ninja Gaiden 2. Sarah's about to take you in the back and tear that ass up. For real though. What's that? You're here to rescue Surfer Boy? Too late, punk. Bonaire is all mine. Perhaps we can strike another bargain. Instead, it says Sunny Kiss and Nightmare of. Oh my God! You're still stuck on Sunny Kiss. Just submit to me and I'll spare your life, making you my love slave. Wow. Unfortunately, when I tire of you, I shall be forced to devour you anyway. Well then. All right, no worries. Oh, it's cool and breezy where I'm at right now. But no, it's this rain is incredibly bipolar. Rain and weird all the damn time. It's really annoying. Washington's you evolve into a Kappa. All right. I don't think there's enough bleach in the world to erase that. I'm just gonna have to deal with PTSD as best. Zach can't get over saying kiss twerked in the middle of a match and was feeling the guy up. I'm just saying. After seeing the preview for Call of the Wild, why is the dog CG dogs are? Oh, he said, but it's my first time doing it. Oh, you don't have to do anything, man. It's just primarily those who are mods. Like if there's like trolls or people getting out of line or disrespectful, you're able to like mute them or bar them and all that. He said, but considering how raw this chat, if the trolls would just run away screaming before you had to. For real though. I didn't know on Twitch, if you're a mod, you can see people's history in terms of how many times they were banned or time. Really? I didn't know that. We give trolls PTSD. So I guess for the newer people who've been around for a little bit, not so much the vets, but y'all can answer too. What keeps you guys coming back to my streams and my channel? Like, I know we talk about a lot of things, some things controversial, some things not. But what keeps y'all coming back? Yeah, she's very liberated. My reserved and sensitive nature. He said no one gets mad at me for being too active here. Has that happened to you before? He said everything, the gaming, the community, the randomness of what we talk about, the campfire, the bribery. Wait, really? I didn't know people would get mad at you for like being active. Now I'm all for it. He said the streams can get insane. He said the crack. She's gonna steal the soul of one who loves her so perfectly, but whom you have yet to show any affection. By the time you realize your true feelings, she will already be gone. Yo, that is fucked up. So the girl I went to, she's about to kill her. Damn. To the campfires are also fun. This has been one of the more tamer streams. I know, right? We've grown. I've seen a stream before where the guy got on people for replying to my... What? No, she that demon is gonna go kill the girl I was talking to earlier. The one that was in bed. You interact with us in Campfire. The Betty I always wanted to land, but the Betty I could never have. Use that games, etc. I mean, I can understand if you're pushing out everyone else with nonsense and spamming, but just normal talk, getting mad at someone for replying too much is dumb. Yeah, it is. That's weird. Also, this chat is pretty good. Too often streams are just everyone in chat trying to get the streamer's attention. I don't understand that. Like, you know, like I said before, like, if you guys are taking the time out of your day to spend time with me, you know, that's time is something you can't give back. So I'm gonna make it a point, even, you know, no matter what I'm doing, to give you guys attention and interact with you guys, because I genuinely enjoy hanging out with you all. You say you give good advice, like teach women how to truly pleasure themselves with demonstration. Yes. You say I'm a natural loudmouth, so said notice me. Miguel, read my post. Scroll up and read. Say my name aloud. Who knew my dream girl would turn out to be some kind of psycho spazzy? If more people knew that. He said, calm down, Jojo. Alundra, dude, thanks, but we still have a gnarly problemo. Big bad 11 on the what? Dare I ask what that might be? When Sarah was about to kick, she said she would steal the soul of a babe, a righteous babe I was going to fall in love with. I think it's Nadia, dude. He so casually says that. Dang, traffic sucks. It's only 2:45. He said, "So, are you driving or you're heading back to the west side?" He said, "Someone with the fetish come in here and tip Miguel $1 for him to say, do you want me to look?" Wait, what? Spectre fucker meter. He said, Miguel is enough of a man. Miguel is enough of a man whore to do it too. I've caught her checking me out a couple of times. I think she's Bonaire material. Alas, Bonaire, you guessed all too correctly. Whether because of Sarah or because she couldn't live with her curse any longer, Nadia closed her eyes and failed to open them again. Thanks to Alundra's heroic efforts, Bonaire was saved. Dusk fell, dawn came, but with the death of Nadia, something was different in the village of Hanoa. Where the fuck? Something is in there, you can break it off. Idea's death inspired me to make this. Here, take it, Alundra. So I've got the vampire killer. I'm a Belmont now. Every time someone dies, Alundra, an idea for a new weapon pops in my head. I've never been so racked with guilt in my life. I tell you, that's no small feat. You know what I'm saying? All I can think is that these weapons are a gift of inspiration from those who have died in this terrible plague. The dark inspiration, though. Oh shit, you said it too. You said the old ball and chain, I see. Love how the text in this game feels more like a fan's translation than legit. Why did you say that? Oh, how absurd it is. Back in the day, the translations weren't much more than fast translations sometimes. Very true. He said, you know what would be sick as hell if they did a Castlevania game with Quincy Morris and it was a Western. That actually would be dope. I'm not gonna even lie. He said this game has one of the darkest stories I played back then. And and the whole thing is like it's hidden underneath this whimsical look. He said they could make a 6-shooter, a sub weapon, and do a whistle cover of the vampire killer. Did Quincy Morris even use The vampire killer weapon? So does Alundra 2 have a dream? Alundra 2 should not have even been called Alundra. Alundra 2 is not even connected to this at all. Oh, going off the Bram Stoker's one. Oh yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, Alundra 2 doesn't even, it has no connection whatsoever to this. It wasn't even written by the same team. Whatever. I really want to see is a Castlevania game focusing on the Belmonts that defeated other things besides Dracula. So, I kind of want to ask, why do people hate Lords of Shadow? Like, I know a lot of people hate Lords of Shadow. I've never understood the why. Like, I get if you just like Lords of Shadow 2. I mutually don't like that one, but Quincy, yeah. Yeah, there are some people that absolutely hate Lords of Shadow. Like, even one, they hate one. I don't hate Lords of Shadow. It's a confident game, but I'm not a fan of the universe. I just want to buy the DLC before I beat it so I can get the full story. Oh, the DLC was amazing. So speaking personally, so I love the first game, but not the other two. Speaking personally, it just wasn't what I wanted. I'm still waiting on a game covering the Demon Castle War, amongst other things. I didn't mind Lords of Shadow existing. I just wasn't interested in playing it. The story, to me, I was captivated with the story. I mean, I like the story of OG Castlevania, but for me, when it went the anime boyish look thing, I just lost interest in it. So as far as why though, was a reboot and was a completely different tone. Mostly it was just people piling up on the hate train and never giving it a chance. That's exactly what I thought of it too. Because that story to me was like from the trailer. Like I was following that game hardcore. I enjoyed the combat and everything. And the way it ended, like I was crushed for Gabriel. And in the DLC explaining how he became Dracula, I was like, man, this is some damn good storytelling here. Like I was all on board for it. I also didn't mind Mirror of Fate either. But two was just trash. You see, you like both Lord Shadows games. I think everyone enjoyed the other Castlevanias and grew up with it, so it put them off. The new Castlevania, Lord Shadow. I agree, but the only thing with that is the people mad at the reboot. The reason they even rebooted was because people weren't even buying. And the thing, you know, I'm gonna say this, and people may not like it, but you know, I'm prone to saying controversial shit. To me, I found that what's his face was just starting to get stale. Like he just wasn't doing more. He kind of played it super safe. Igarashi, I mean. He's just playing it safe. Yeah. And then all of his games like just started to feel like, oh, okay, it's the same thing. Like he found success with one thing being Symphony, and he just milked the fuck out of it. I'll be honest. He said what Zobek turned out to be was a huge what the fuck moment. No, and the whole turn of Zobek, I didn't see coming. So when that happened, I was like, whoa. And then when Satan showed up, I was like, what the fuck? Like I wasn't expecting it at all. And I love that they did more with it. And I love the fact that it gave Dracula a redemption arc. Soma just doesn't do it for me. He said, I'll be honest with, I really don't care for Dracula being the Belmont, but that's just me, and making Trevor Alucard put me in mind of Vader and Luke. But it made sense in the context of the story. He was already a troubled man, but then when he lost hope, he just, that to me was realistic storytelling, because that showed that even the greatest of us can fall, especially when they lose hope. You say ego was getting stale. That's why I hate to say it, but I don't have hope for long-term success in the Bloodstained series. No, because he doesn't. He's very routine. That's just how I view him. Yeah, Satan was the Satan Gabriel rivalry. I dug it, but hyping him up and making him hit the roids and hit the gym for 2 to come back to be nothing but a bitch in 2 was a letdown. Man, I love Symphony of the Night and Rondo of Blood. I end up playing those all the time. So I'm reinstalling the Lord's series on my laptop now. I agree. I 100% agree. It made sense in the context of the story. Just because it's not for me doesn't mean I'm just saying, like, and then when you really look at it too, if you really look into like deeper lore of the story, Gabriel wasn't really a Belmont, he was a Krungvis. So it tied into the original lore. He said, I liked where the lore is going with the whole Dark Lord element. Would have been neat to see a new entity fill the role Dracula had, with Soma being the only one who could stop it. Saying him killing Marie pushed him over the edge. Yo, I always had a feeling when I first played it that he was the one that killed Marie. But like when it happened, I was like, oh shit. He said, I liked Gabriel's character in the first game. I didn't like what they did with him after they made him Dracula. I also feel like the reason that the first game was so good compared to the second is because Kojima was helping them write the story. And two, Kojima didn't have much of anything to do with it at all. So I think that's another reason why it just kind of fell flat. He said, Gabriel as Dracula reminds me of the Netflix Dracula. They try so hard to keep him with one foot in the ground good guy circle. He can't be the bad guy I want. I felt so sorry for him when he killed that mute chick. Oh, dude. Tell me about it. Yo, like at the end of that game, when you see all the spirits going up and all the folks he killed and you see the mute chick, dude, the guilt in his face. And the DLC just makes it even more impactful to me. Then when you kill that one girl and sleep, the one with the gold, oh yeah, the mute one. He said that was the biggest tip off. He killed his wife. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had the inclination that it was him, but I wasn't certain that it was him. He said, I didn't care for that in a Netflix series, if only because it makes having Dracula be recurring threat seem really dumb. So I'm just sitting here waiting for the next season of Netflix. So you guys know we're getting a new Castlevania game this year, right? Like, no bullshit, we are. Konami does want to do the Demon Castle War, but they don't want to do it in Iga style. That's fine. You can believe when you see it. I'm just telling you from what I know, from as an insider, knowing what they're doing. Well, hell, you know, I can understand people feeling that way about Konami, but I also look at the fact that, you know, people felt the same way about Capcom. And then look how Capcom came back. They came back with the heat. Now everyone's like, yo, remake this, remake that. And if I was Capcom, I'd be like, fuck you motherfuckers. Y'all play what I tell you to. Harry was in there. He said, I predicted that last year, not only because of the Legacy Collection, but because they own the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game, and there's a Vampire Hunter card that's basically a Belmont. So I don't know if they even have anyone that knows how to make great games anymore. Well, I don't know. I can't say more. Let's just say I'm not out here like Dreamcast guy making up shit. You know, I don't be the whole I got sources. No, motherfucker. I talk to people directly in the company. You said with Capcom showed effort, Konami isn't as trustworthy. No, I get that, but I'm just saying if they come out with a banger, then people gonna be like, I'll see, and then they're gonna come out with another banger, and then people gonna be like, This is actually some of the stuff that Adam Koralik and I were talking about on the podcast, like how there are things that we know we just can't say shit more often than not, and like we want to say more and we just can't. But I'm never gonna be that guy to be like, oh yeah, my source inside my source. No, if I'm telling you something, I'm telling you straight. I ain't bullshitting you. He said, when I seen that card in Castlevania Grip, I was thinking this Legacy Collection they're telling us is like, there is a comeback. There is a comeback. I've seen what they're working on. I can't say because of NDA for specifics, but there is a new Castlevania in the works. It's just like with Capcom, people like Dino Crisis remake. The people are like, you know, making videos like oh, there's possibly a new Dino Crisis. No, there is a new Dino Crisis in the remake. Just like Onimusha is gonna come back. He said, but yeah, but Capcom didn't gut itself of its star people. It did. Capcom did do that. What do you mean? So if Capcom can make a comeback, so can Konami. That's all I'm saying. Is like, you know, I get the idea of wanting to write companies off, but I'm also the mindset like, chill out on that. I actually thought Contra Road Core was fucking good. I enjoyed it. So instead of boycotting Konami, I'm just going to support the series I want to play. Pachinko machines that exist only in Japan don't count, even if they do want to play one of those Castlevania machines. But the whole thing with the pachinko machine is what I'm under. Here's the part that really gets me with people that bitch about pachinko machines. When I see people bitch about pachinko machines and Japanese companies doing that, that tells me that people who bitch about it have absolutely no idea that that's a multi-billion-dollar market right there. And when you look at these Japanese companies and look at what they've done with the 360 PS3 era, when they were making games, because look at, and hear me out, y'all don't have to agree with me, but look, that era, people were more into the Western style game. So when Japanese companies were making games in the traditional Japanese sense, people weren't really fucking with it. When they tried to make Western style games, people still weren't fucking with it. You know, when they tried to revive old classics, people weren't buying them because they were into the, like, and you look at the whole media now, a lot of these bro gamers are into the Western style of game. So a lot of these companies lost a lot of money and they had to dip out. And if they got to dip out and do pachinkos for a couple of years to build up some stock and equity, we're not gonna be mad at them for that. Yeah, they do slot machines at casinos. He said I only chill out when they prove they're worthy to give my loyalty to. He said the Capcom getting rid of its key people. He said Konami is so much more than a video game company. And a lot of people don't know that though. A lot of people don't know that. I've told that to people for a long time. I get that it makes them money, but I can't play them shits. Also, they got all those Castlevania assets and won't use them for a game I can actually play. Just send some of those machines to Vegas. And I mean, it ain't hard. I know you have a factory out there. I've driven past them before. I can't sheep and shield praise, never been able to do that. No, I'm not saying that you have to do that. I'm just saying people need to understand how the business side of it works. People weren't fucking with Japanese games with the 360 PS3 era. Unless it came from Nintendo. And even then, So this whole thing with people, and this goes back to the whole bullshit of the outrage culture. People being outraged. Oh, you're not making this, you're not making that. Well, fuck. When they were making it, y'all some bitches weren't buying it. Why get mad at them? That's my stance. Bullshit needs to recognize when to me, bullshit needs to recognize bullshit. Yes, I'm not saying you weren't buying it though. But the masses of people that are bitching about the games not being here, the company's not doing anything with it, they're the same son of the bitches that weren't buying the games. That's the point I'm talking about. No, but I get it. But as a business, I get it. I get what they're doing. That's like, Amy, when is someone or something not on your shit list? He said that's why Mega Man was dead for a while. No one was buying the games. All sales were low when Star Force 3Z Star Force 3 ZX Advent came out. When they released a lot of them. Same with Maverick Hunter X. Yeah, these people who bitch about they want these games back and they're mad because these games stay dormant, they don't buy them when they're out. And then they get mad and entitled. And I don't understand that mentality. These are companies that are for profit. And I understand people like, well, make games, you know, because the game's sake. Yeah, but you're not making a profit and you're making shit at a loss. Then from a business standpoint, can you be mad at them? And these same people get mad when Konami or Capcom re-releases old titles. Yet they don't bitch and moan at how many times we've gotten Skyrim or any of that nonsense. He said, my problem with companies like EA is that they do everything they can to be anti-consumer and they really don't need to be. Well, they found a method that works for them. That's all I can say about that. I'm gonna say this. I can agree to an extent about EA being anti-consumer to an extent, but you gotta look at who their fucking demographic is. The bro gamer. The same ones I keep talking about. Some of the bitches that buy Madden every year. That buy NBA 2K every year. That don't play story. They don't care about any of this other stuff. They found a market. When the casual gamer or the filthy casual became more prevalent than the standard gamer, that's what fucked up the market. When gaming became mainstream, it fucked it up for everybody. Ooh, thank you for the subscribe. So yeah, I got beef with them for bailing on backwards compatibility. Now I gotta buy an original Xbox if I ever want to play Otogi again. And now they ain't gonna have exclusives for over a year. Yeah, but we don't know that for a fact. That's why I kept saying to you, Amy, we gotta wait till E3. We don't know that for a fact. I don't want to be one of those people that's just gonna take a news article, throwing shit out there and running with it just because. I mean, look at what they do with the mainstream news. They do the same shit with gaming. I don't want to, but we won't know for a fact until E3. I'm not about to run with that until I know for a fact at E3. He says, so the bulk of Castlevania fans have no right to complain, but I do. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people. Like I'm repeating myself. He said the casual gamer is the real villain of the story. That is what I'm saying. The casuals that don't really play games outside of The Sims and fucking NFL, you know, Madden and the 2K shit. Why do you think these companies do this? It's profitable. This is why, and I've always gotten in trouble for saying this, but the casual gamers are the ones who don't sustain a market. They don't sustain. That's why the FGC, the fight game community, that's why the fighting games don't last. Hell, they sustained shooters for a while. And now they don't really care about shooters. They care about the battle royales. These are the casual gamers, the trending gamers. These are the same people saying that they don't want backwards compatibility because they don't want to play a game from 1995 because these guys don't fucking care about gaming. When the masses, when gaming stopped being a niche, is when no. I understand that one. I understand that. I'm just saying this is me venting my frustration with the filthy casuals. And I honestly don't give a fuck how bad the fuck over Madden PS or where the fuck every gamer. But when they fuck over my Star Wars and No Fallen Order doesn't make up for it, that pisses me off. They ruined it for all of us. Yep. Nier Automata is going to be the next one. Because now these mainstream gamers are all over that, unfortunately. You see, I remember people asking why hardcore gamers didn't get along with casual. Aren't we all gamers? No, we're not. Some of us actually care about games. I just hate when companies stop being creative with games. Yeah, casual gamers have no loyalty to anything. The fuck is that? So I need effectively four different crests at this point. Casual gamers are the gamers that bought a Wii to use at a couple parties at their house for a year or two and then didn't do or get any other games for it. Yep. And Nintendo knew how to cater to that market, but didn't know how to make that market stay around. He said, honestly, I say casual gamers and most modern gamers we find dumb, barely sorry. Yo, Amy, can we give the microphone to Amy? Can you preach this sermon, Amy? Testify, Sister Amy. He's like, I remember when I got Resident Evil 7 at Walmart 2 years ago. Someone asked, why are you getting that when you can play such and such? Maybe in Fortnite, I can't remember. Oh my god, I can't get into Fortnite, man. Like I've tried. I just can't do it. We need to pull some Benny King. What's his name? That one preacher, Benny Hinn. Praying it. He said, wow. I would be like, don't tell me what I should play. I play what I want because I have it, not because everyone else does. Right? Testify, moves hands and a cross motion and spins. Hallelujah, sing it again. So when you said that, Amy, I imagine you transforming into Wonder Woman. You said, throw me another bag of marshmallows. I'm feeling low. You said, I have one round of Fortnite under my belt. It made it into the top 20 before getting killed by a rain. Never played it again. Yo, the fact that the rain kills you, I'm so done with that game. I just can't with Fortnite. Toss you a bag of pink marshmallows. Must be some acid rain. I think so. Oh, so I was playing Black Desert this morning too. And I don't see how people, I really don't see how people compare that to I don't see how people compare that to Final Fantasy 14. It's such a different game. I said, why give her a pink? Is that sexist dig at misogynist? Let's face it, people are acting, let's face it, people are acting like Battle Royale is a new thing. It's just a glorified deathmatch with a new coat of paint. Exactly. Can I have some pink marshmallows too, or do I need to dress up like a chick first? I don't know. We may have to check our male privilege. He said just identify as one. This is an MMO that's not WoW and people are stupid. Be fluid. I mean, don't get me wrong, Black Desert is fun. I enjoy it. But Final Fantasy to me is Final Fantasy 14 is way grander. Like, so you have to make sure we know it's it's ma'am. Oh Lord. That can't just be a dude that wants pink marshmallows. So I came than the hair getting Lost Odyssey today. What stopped you? He said Black Desert is weed. Final Fantasy 14 is crack. Dude, roasting a dang marshmallows now. He said, I'm saving what money I got left until I go grocery shopping in case I need more. Roasted marshmallows. Yeah, we bringing back the bands now. Need more pizza. Be right back. Damn, I should have went the other way. It's kind of messed up because I don't even know how I got up there. I should have walked off the ledge to the other side. Damn it. How do I get back up there? That whole GameStop ma'am thing, I feel like the moment you kick over a display in the store, you waive your right to call corporate complaint. I agree. Yeah, I'm so lost. I'm just gonna jump. I'm Jumpman. AKA a Karen. Yo, I was done with that ma'am when they're like, yeah, I'm trying to be a rapper. I'm like, this whole thing was a clout chase so you could push your album. Said Shim had bars for days though. He said getting lost, that's a batting and a banning. Damn. I am most assuredly lost, I'll say it much. Which is why I'm looking forward to playing like Ninja Gaiden. Because I'm looking forward to like just something I can just kill everything and move forward. Trial boss. Hey, you brought up the spike dildo this time, not me. Just someone had to. Yeah, so I'm not going the right way. Get the people behind the Picard series spiky. The more I read about it. I'm so lost right now. I do enjoy this game, but god damn it, you don't need a guide. Oh, I should check and see where the polls are at now. So on my controversial tweet, I got 11 votes. So 27.3% say New Year's folks are gonna give up their New Year's resolution, and 72.7% say that they're going to give up podcasting. So I'm not trying to like be like the gateway or the authority on like you know, if people want to start a podcast, go for it. I just find it interesting how all these YouTubers want to just say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna start a podcast. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop on here and just start talking about stuff, you know. I'm gonna do a podcast. Oh, I'm throwing shade at people, the YouTubers we spoke about. I'm throwing shades at the ones who pop up and say like one thing and then never come back. I'm an equal opportunity shade thrower. Everybody can get it. Everybody. I got fuegos for anybody who wants some. Well, but you know, I've just found this something that you got these YouTubers. You know, okay, yeah, it's time for me to throw shade at YouTubers. You got these folks who pop up, and the ones who even pop up in my stream just to keep tabs on, oh, what's he doing? Yeah, them some bitches. Got so many that are just I think I found out where I'm supposed to be. So many that are just like copycatting other content creators because they think, you know, that's gonna make them grow. And I'm like, if you know, and in this case, not everybody wants to start a podcast. Now, I'm not trying to be that gatekeeper saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't be trying to start a podcast. I got nothing against it. If people want to start a podcast, and by all means start one. But problem is, a lot of these folks don't even listen to podcasts, but they want to start one. So my thing is, how are you going to start something when you don't even know what goes into making one? Now, if I'm wrong in asking that question, then please, any of y'all correct me. But I don't understand that. How do you, if you don't even listen to podcasts, which that's the other thing too, a podcast is an audio experience. If you don't listen to them, how are you going to make one? And a lot of YouTubers think, oh, I'm just going to hit record and go. I mean, well, yeah, you could do that. Nothing wrong with it. It's a good start. But if you don't have anything you're talking about, then where's the conversation going? He said, sounds like those people who want to do voice acting but don't want to do voice acting classes. It's exactly what it is. So me and this person I used to know started a podcast, which was just recording random conversations. Then we stopped talking as much, so we had things to talk about when recording. We just stopped talking. Damn, what happened? Miguel, you're just a guy that plays kids video games all day. What do you know? That's right. The fuck do I know? Oh yeah, I drifted apart. Yeah. It happens. I can't watch Guardians of the Galaxy like us adult. I named it Overshot Podcast because we would always start on a topic and then overshoot it by miles. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Like, and again, what I'm trying to get at, you know, is when you got people who don't understand what a podcast is and don't listen to it. A lot of these YouTubers now, to them, it's just another way for them to get views. That's how they look at it. Like, there's nothing else to it. You know, I'm gonna get, you know, people gonna listen to my podcast, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've seen some where people are starting a podcast and like 20 something minutes into the podcast, they're still fumbling around with technical issues. I'm like, first off, why the fuck is this even live? If your shit's not working, what are you doing? And I can understand technical issues here and there, but when you got technical issues every single time you do this, I'm sorry, pimpin', something wrong. Spend an hour discussing xenomorph genetics on our E3 podcast. I mean, it doesn't look. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying like people shouldn't at all start podcasts. If you got chemistry, you got a good conversation, and you got a good flow, it works. What I'm getting at is there's a lot of these YouTubers that don't understand it. And they're just hopping on it because it's the new trend. There's nothing wrong with, you know, hopping on trends. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with that. But you can't hop on something you don't even understand to begin with. And I just see it all the time. And then when you tried it, when you are a podcaster, you have, you know, you've established yourself somewhat. And you're trying to help them, like, hey, you know, how about you try this? And then they don't want to hear what you gotta say. And then you're like, all right, well, fuck you too then. Yo, this is taking forever to blow his head up. This game is making my brain hurt. I'm leaving. I blew their ship anyway. Quite possibly. Bruh. Y'all just decided to line up for me to... Alright. I'm gonna go save and I'm in this stream because this is making my brain hurt. My brain can't handle. Yeah, like, I love this game and all, but God, trying to figure out what the fuck to do. Like, it's legit giving me a headache. Alright guys, I'll catch y'all on the next one. If y'all want to pick up one of these Cruzeta Casanova shirts, they're available on teespring.com/Miguela and letting you guys know we will be doing Ninja Gaiden 2 tonight, and tomorrow we're gonna go back at it with Resident Evil. We're gonna do Resident Evil 0. Hopefully we can beat Resident Evil 0 in one stream. If not, we'll see. And with that being said, if you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, share it with someone you think would enjoy it. If you want to support the stream, support the content, super chats, there's donations, there's Patreon, and there's channel memberships. But all the content is free. It always is. And with that being said, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good one.